1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this week's edition of the Mudblood podcast. Today we are brought to you by BetterHelp.com. That's better, HELP.com. What BetterHelp is, it's a very simple website that connects you to therapists around the world. Instead of going in person, going to therapy, you can just sit on your computer, you match with a therapist, you fill in a quick questionnaire, they send you a therapist. If you don't like that therapist, you can always move on to another one. They've connected over 3 million people around the world to a therapist. I've never been someone, I probably should try it. I've never done therapy in my life. I probably should.
You do stand-up comedy, you do.
No, that's just people who need therapy, who don't do it. It's cheaper than therapy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for those who don't do stand-up, there's BetterHelp, HELP.com. And if you use the promo code Mudblood, that's BetterHelp.com/Mudblood, you get 10% off your first month. It's the world's largest therapy service. Everyone is professionally licensed. There's vetted therapists. It couldn't be simpler. It couldn't be easier. If you just feel a little bit rough, if you want a little bit of help, you want to understand yourself better, you want to learn to cope with things. If England win the World Cup, I'm going to need to learn to cope with that. I'll need a therapist for about 3 fucking years. BetterHelp.com/Mudblood. And that's all our sponsors for today. Enjoy the show. How are you, Patrick?
Muchos gracias.
You drawn dicks on a page?
Mucho gracias.
How are you? Thank you very much.
I am good.
Oh,
How are you?
why did you write mucho gracias on a page?
Just did.
Fair enough.
How are you?
I'm all good. I'm all good.
I haven't seen you.
I haven't seen you in like 2 weeks. I was very sick last week.
You didn't. Were you sick or were you?
No, I was very unwell.
In what way?
So I cooked. I cooked up a bulk, cooked a big bolognese and was having it throughout the week. And then when it came to the last portion, my nanny went to me, "That doesn't smell right. Don't eat that." And I was like, "You're fuck up. It's fine. It was only in the fridge for whatever." Ate it, and she was right.
Did you get food poisoning?
Oh, my arse looked like the chocolate waterfall in Willy Wonka. It was awful. Really fucking grim.
Spaghetti bolognese. You'll never eat it again, though.
Oh, I'd love another one.
The smelly one, or
No. One that won't turn my arse into a fucking firecracker.
was it food
Was it?
poisoning?
Yeah.
Was the smelly one nice?
Did you
I
add
put that
cheese
much
to it?
cheese on it
Never
that
go, never go, never go and do it.
I put that much cheese on it that it didn't. I couldn't taste anything wrong with it. Do you know what I mean?
That's what they do, like when they make soups and stuff. No, when soups go out, like you'll go in somewhere and you'll go, "What's the soup of the day?" And they'll go, "Curry and parsnip." And
Yeah.
you're like, "Well, the parsnip soup mustn't have sold last week, so you stuck a whack of curry on it, can't you?"
Yeah.
And then you taste it, and it's just like curry. That's what they do.
Did you ever
They
work in a
just use
kitchen?
it. Did I ever work in a kitchen? In a sense, I was a delivery driver for.
So no.
Hear me out. In a sense, I said, if you listen to the first.
I'm
bit.
listening.
I was a delivery driver for a pizza place.
Right.
And I was also a delivery driver for a few other places, like kebabs and stuff like that. On 4 or 5 occasions, there was nights where they got me to work in the kitchen.
And what were you? What was
Serving, making, chips, pizzas, whatever.
Fuck! Imagine ordering a takeaway. I'd be like, "Oh, the delivery guy's making it tonight."
No, well, all you're doing, it's all prep. Like, anywhere like that, everything's prepped.
I sure was fucking
You're
frying
just frying up and fucking putting it in the
What about
box.
the pizzas? Were you spinning them about
Nah, I wasn't spinning them. I was fucking turning them and spinning them around in the oven and stuff like that. I'm actually a good cook. I don't know why this is a praise for.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
I
I'm not
near enough
surprised.
cook all the means my house when I'm there.
Yeah, I'm not surprised you're a good cook, but there's difference. Like, I can cook for myself and I'm a good cook. If I had to cook for someone else and it's in a restaurant and it's all night, I'd probably be shite at it.
it? And it was just the fact that you said, in a sense.
In a
So
sense,
it's
because
just
I
interesting.
didn't actually have a fucking job as a fucking kitchen
Cook.
chef, fucking kitchen porter, fucking anything like
That's,
that.
when I was younger,
But
I
I
wanted to be
ended up in it.
I wanted to be a chef when I was younger.
I love cooking.
Yeah.
But I see my mates who are chefs. Now, there's one who has, like, probably one of the most successful restaurants in the town.
Uh-huh.
So he's probably, well, he probably fucking work. I'm not saying he doesn't work hard, but some of the other guys I know who are chefs are fucking cokeheads. Because they're,
Every chef I know is a cokehead.
because they're
Almost.
fucking working fucking hours and hours and hours and hours and hours in a fucking cooped up room
Yeah.
over a hot stove.
Sweating like fuck. People are shouting at
and then
them.
having to clean up the whole fucking place at the end of the night, and they're getting 300 quid a week. So you're going,
Yeah.
it's fucking desperate.
It's grim. I have a cousin who he's a chef. He's unreal. He was on MasterChef recently. Guy from here on it.
Okay.
And he was fucking class. I remember being younger and I was like, I want to be a chef. I love cooking. I want to be a chef. So he sat me down one day and just ran me through what his day was, and I went, "Fuck that, it'll be something else."
No, well, I never ever seen the appeal of fucking sweating your bollocks off cooking fucking meals, but I like cooking. I think it's therapeutic.
There's nothing. See, once you've got a bit of peace.
I like looking at people's faces and seeing them liking their dinner. Do you know what I mean?
See, for me, I like a bit. If there was a bit of peace in the house, just having a wee bit of music on.
Yeah.
Having a wee cup of tea while you're cooking. Oh, it's the best. I love doing that. What's your dish? If you were, say you're cooking a meal for someone, trying to be romantic, what's your dish?
Romantic?
Yeah. Trying to get your whole through food.
Trying to get your whole through food. Fuck. I mean, that's a real push. Like,
That's what I'm saying. You're really having to push the boat out for this.
it really depends on the individual person. I mean, you could fucking make a nice salmon with baby boiled potatoes and fucking, green peas or something like that with a hollandaise sauce, but they mightn't like fucking fish, and then you're not getting your whole.
Aye, that's me. Just being like, I don't like fish or potatoes. What are
Or
you doing?
you could make a big bowl of stew, and they're fucking well into their stew. I've got pretty good at making Sunday dinners.
Aye.
My roast beef and my roasty potatoes and all that there, I'm pretty good at.
Yes or no Yorkshire puddings on your roast dinner?
I'm not a big fan. I would eat one, but I would pass on them. Like,
Really? They're if they're not on my plate in a roast dinner, I'm going home, even if it's my house.
that's what I was going to
Stinking.
say.
No, I'm going up to my room and ring the Chinese. I want my Yorkies. I want 3 of them.
Right. Okay.
I would rather have more
Aunt
Yorkies.
Patsy frozen ones or
They were what my ma would give me.
Right.
Because, you're not going to bust your ma's bollocks for not hand-making Yorkies. But if I'm going to a restaurant, I want the big fuckers. They're all handmade, big puffy ones. Do you know what I mean? Good Yorkies, hard to beat.
yeah.
Because I was doing Newcastle with Kieran. There was this place. It was called Nice to Meet You, but meet with an A. Clever
Get it.
bastards,
Yeah.
geniuses, and they did an entire roast dinner inside every Yorkie.
Oh, it's good concept.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
It was so good. The people working there were dicks,
Yeah.
but the food was good.
Were the dicks?
One of the I didn't think
Was
they
it
were
a
that.
Sunday you were?
Might have been
Where
Sunday or a
did you
Monday.
play?
Stand.
What was the crowds like?
We had to do the afternoon, so there's only about 40-ish in. Kind of young.
Everyone's sort of telling me I done really well, like, so we got 85 in. So, and this is for Sunday night, it was pretty good.
Was yours a Sunday night?
Yeah.
Ours was an after. I think it might have been a Sunday at 2:00,
No.
which is the worst time to watch stand up.
But what they did say to me when they did offer it was, if you do it in the afternoon on a Sunday, you will have people in shopping. You do it Sunday night, there's nobody in the town.
Yeah,
I didn't realise that nobody's in the town. on
Literally
Sunday.
no one.
Literally, it was fucking dead. Like, there was one guy, this is so funny, but there's one guy fucking outside the fucking venue. And he went into the venue and says, listen, I'm a massive fan of Paddy's and I want to meet him. And they were like, right, okay. So he came down to see me, I said, okay. And this guy came down and got a photo with me. And then he says, will you sign all these for me? And I was like, right. And I think he was sort of like, a wee bit like Connor.
Right. Okay.
And I'm saying, and he's saying the first gig poster. Then he had the stand poster. Then he had a poster where he printed off from my Facebook or something, saying that. And then I flicked over the next one, and it was Pat McDonald from Father Ted. And I went, I can't say that.
Was it Carl Spain? Was it?
And I said, I can't say that. And he says, why? He says, because that's not me. And I don't know if he thought I was him. And that's why he's there. So,
Would you not realise after you've signed, he's printed out 4, and 3 of them are a completely different guy from this one?
no, all the ones the same were me.
Yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. When he got the 4th one, would he not have fucking clicked on?
I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. I really don't. But look, he wasn't all there, so he has 3 posters now of me if he wants them or not.
Yeah, signing autographs.
I would say he probably walked out of the venue and went, fuck them.
Cunt was never in Fathered Head, man, bastard. Signing autographs weird in this day and age. No, because everyone's just selfish.
It is not many.
I prefer.
Do you know what happened to me today?
What's that?
The fucking cops chased me up the fucking Glen Road after doing the school run in the car. Right?
Right.
And pulled me in. And I was like, what the fuck was I doing wrong here? Didn't have a seatbelt on, so I thought that was maybe the reason.
Aye.
And Next minute, they says, no, it was. We knew you were on tour and that was your car. And he was convinced. He says, like, it's on tour. So it's somebody else driving the car. So we thought it was somebody else because you were wearing a wee hat and all. It didn't look like you. So they thought somebody had took my car and had chased the car. And they says, but while you're here, can we get a photo?
That's weird. That has happened to me, but not being chased.
Like,
But I've been pulled over by peelers to get a photo.
Yeah, I've been pulled over, and like that must be like the 4th or 5th.
Yeah.
And then a cop in London actually knew who I was and stopped me to get a photo.
It's weirder when it's not Belfast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like Belfast, you're kind of used to it because you're from there.
Yeah.
And we're all kind of known. I remember being in Manchester, running through the airport really late, and someone stopped me and was like, "Can I get a photo?"
Recognise Edinburgh Airport.
That's right. That's right. As you were sitting fuming about a fucking stale
burger.
Burger King. And that's the weirder thing, because you're like, Belfast and like everyone kind of knows everyone. When you're in like London or Manchester and someone does, you're like, I don't like it. I'm like, that's too.
Do you not? No.
I don't dislike it, but it makes me feel weird. Do you know what I mean? Like if I ever murder someone, I have nowhere to run. I'll get fucking.
You get recognised.
I'll get
from
caught in an
Mudblood.
Essex fucking JD, no problem.
But there's a guy, Dan Smith, who contacted me ages and ages ago, and he's a big fan of the show. Dan's dad's from Ballysillen,
Right.
but he grew up, I think, somewhere in England, say Doncaster or something like that. And his wife's family are from the south, so they're a bit of a mixed marriage. Like. But I think Dan used to be in the army,
Right.
and so he's a big fan of the show and stuff like that. But he'd send me a message, I'd say a good maybe a year ago, saying, you know, listening to your story and how you get into comedy and why you get into it and stuff, and I'm experiencing a wee bit of that myself, and I was thinking about doing stand-up, and I was like, go and do it, and he done it, and he ended up sending me like a wee clip himself, and he done well in the clip and stuff, and I was just like, slow it down, just be yourself. So he's done a few gigs, but he was saying that he stopped this business, he's a scaffolder and stuff, and he stopped this business, and then he hasn't gigged much, but he asked me, could I do 5 minutes, and I was like, yeah. I mean, this is a guy who I'd never met before. We were talking about him getting into comedy, similar circumstances to myself. So it's like, yeah, but he came, it was his birthday, he had a few drinks, and he was like, I'm not scared to do it in front of you. And I was like, for fuck's sake. And he was like, no, so he didn't get doing it.
Are you not do it?
No.
Ah, damn.
I know.
Do it. Those are the
But,
chances you fucking grab.
yeah.
I get them though, like,
Listen, I wouldn't force anybody into it.
No.
So, and meeting him, you know, it was one of them ones. We've been talking online now for fucking over a year, so it was a bit, you know, fuck eventually, like, there you go, what's the crack?
Yeah.
And his wife was like, and I was like, don't force him. You know, it's his birthday, he's had a couple of drinks.
yeah, especially after the couple of drinks.
You know what I mean?
See when everyone's like, you're not getting hammered before you
And
go
then
up.
they were in the hospital
No.
the night before with their wee one wasn't well known. I says, listen, if you're
Aye.
tired and all, too much going on, there's always next time.
You always do it. I get from his point of view the being nervous though. Like I know in your mind you're like, it's just me, fuck's sake, jump on. I remember in front of Louis before we went on, I was like fucking pale white.
The first time in a long time was when Cam Bridges was standing in the Empire the other week. I was like,
Oh, he was like a wee schoolboy. He was adorable.
Serious?
I was just a wee bit fucking, and I don't get like that.
No, you don't.
But I was sort of like, it's sort of like one of your peers watching you. You're sort of like,
Yeah.
oh, fucking hell, hold on here.
It kind of makes you go like, fuck.
This cunt's gonna be judging me like fuck.
Yeah.
I want to do it.
Because everyone says we don't judge other comics.
Everybody does.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We were watching everyone all the time going.
Listen, I judge every single comic I watch.
Yeah, everyone does. No, you can be understanding and be like, I had a rough night or that bit didn't work. And sometimes you watch people and be like, you are
I
shite.
used to be a lot more where I would have fucking said to every single comic, listen, see that there now. And then somebody pulled me one night and was like, why are you fucking telling me? Like, and I was like, I'm not, genuinely not meaning to be a cunt here.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely telling you because I noticed something and I would like somebody to tell me.
Yeah.
And they took real offence to it and I stopped.
Was it a local person or?
Aye, it was fucking like the pavilion or something like that. Like,
Oh,
it wasn't
right.
even like I'm going back
Yeah,
a
yeah,
long time, but it was sort of like, who are you to tell anybody? Fucking,
I'll do it if I'm asked.
yeah.
If you ask me how I felt about your I will. I'll be honest with you. And if it didn't go well, I won't tell you you did well. I'll be like, but I'll give you why. I wouldn't just go, you're shite, you're fucking. But I won't go that killed. I'll be like, that was fucking shite, and here's X, Y, Z. But I wouldn't tell someone uninvited. Not that it's rude, just I don't give a
I
fuck.
used to go, listen, don't take this the wrong way, but I noticed something, or you
Yeah.
could do this, or you could do that, or I was just trying to help people, and then sometimes you got to throw back in their face. But speaking of fucking, were you away gigging?
I've been doing just local stuff. I'm
right.
going away tomorrow.
Where are you for?
Newcastle, Liverpool, Glasgow, Edinburgh with Shane.
Right, okay.
And then I'm back doing
You
the
doing the
Ulster
stand?
Card. Doing the stand, yeah.
When
Tour of
is-
the stands.
When are you doing the stand?
Saturday, Sunday. No, I'm not doing the Glasgow one. It's a Saturday. I'll be doing the Ulster Saturday. but I'm doing the stand in Newcastle tomorrow.
Doing the Ulster Hall Saturday?
Yeah.
Before?
Kieran?
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Do you think it was mine?
are you in Scotland at the weekend?
Yeah.
What days?
Sunday.
Where are you?
Edinburgh, Monkey Bar.
Fuck, I'm on Saturday.
Oh, are you? What are you doing?
I'm Aberdeen Friday, Edinburgh on Saturday. So Friday,
bollocks.
Friday I'm in Aberdeen, and then so I'm doing my show and doing the comedy club. Then I'm going down to Edinburgh. I'm doing the early show. I'm doing my show in between the two shows.
Yeah.
I'm doing the late show,
You're gonna be fucked.
and then on Sunday I'm doing Orm War, which can I just say, 200 tickets away. I fucking love Glasgow. You're fucking great.
It's great.
200 tickets in London, Glasgow, and Belfast, and Derry. 4 fucking top cities.
Yeah, Derry's great. I did. My best tour show was I really enjoyed Derry.
Yeah.
I got about 100 and something in, which was decent.
Yeah.
Like,
My Derry show, fucking hell.
it's great.
Yeah.
Glasgow, I'm getting like my tour show or my fucking work in progress in Glasgow isn't even out yet,
Yeah.
and people are fucking torturing me.
Yes,
It's only a
yes, I
40-seater, so it should.
Wonder could I get on in that festival, or is it too late now?
Glasgow Comedy Fest, I think the application's still open.
Oh, I might have a look at it.
Put a word into whoever your agent is. They can fucking send off.
They can get it sorted. You
Yeah.
hear that, dickheads? But yeah, it's fucking shit that we're not in the same fucking thing.
Mate, that and literally, you are in Glasgow as soon
Sunday.
as Shane's left Glasgow, and then I'm in Edinburgh as soon as you've left it. Very unfortunate.
When is he in Glasgow?
Saturday.
He's in Glasgow Saturday, and I'm on it on Sunday.
Yeah.
Fuck
And, it's all, and there's something fun in there when you're on holiday, or like it's like running into your mate at the airport when you
Yeah.
didn't plan to.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah, I remember going to do a gig in London and running into my mate who was being paid on a work do to go to London to do something, and we just met up for a pint. We were like, "This is so weird."
Oh, he's sitting drinking in London.
Do you know, we were like, "We fucking didn't plan to be here."
Well, we done that gig, and like, the fucking amount of people and the crack, and Tommy's family all came. Tommy really smashed it, like, too, which fucking adds to the whole show. And that's
100%.
I knew that 21 Soho, like,
Yeah, like a support doing badly isn't always like a death toll, because sometimes they just do not want to see support.
yeah,
But when a support's killing, you're like, "This will be a fun
Fucking
show.
great, yeah,
Everyone's
yeah.
ready." That's
probably
the importance of a good support too.
probably London, waterfront, London, and thing, because I haven't spoken to you from.
I haven't seen, because I was in Derry.
Fucking hell.
Because I felt bad about going, but I was also on tour. I'll be at your next
Yeah.
one.
Fuck me.
Great.
Oh, Jesus
Was
Christ.
Michelle O'Neill at it?
This is the thing. It's the apparently she was in the studio. She wasn't at my show.
Right, okay.
So we don't know.
Yeah.
I was told 2 different stories.
Right.
Somebody says we're sitting next there. She is a fan and she does follow me.
Yeah.
So,
But also when someone was like, I was at the show and someone was here, I was like, was it? Or was someone blonde beside you?
no, there's a photo of her.
Right. No, I know she was in the thing, but I mean
Yeah.
the person sitting beside her.
Yeah. Well, he says he went out to the toilet and got a photo with her and sent it to me.
Right. And then
So-
what is the other story?
The other thing was there was a thing for. There was.
Ah, fuck.
And he was sitting next there.
Right, okay.
So there was a thing, like a wee adult learning thing, pantomime on or something. And she was there. She was there for 5 minutes. But he says he was sitting next there.
Right, okay.
I had a photo with her.
So probably
He
was
says he walked out and down the steps with her, and she was leaving right at the end of the show before everybody left. And he ran out and got the photo.
Ah, fuck. Who was John and Darren were on before you as well? Waterfront?
Sean.
Sean? Yeah.
I said John.
I said Sean, but I burped as I was saying it.
All right.
So I Ron.
So it was a burp, John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my name in Irish.
Fuck.
Burp John.
Great. Both of them done really well. Darren fucking smashed the bally,
Really good.
didn't they?
Yeah.
Like fucking, he wrote material and stuff for it, and it was fucking great.
Good man. Good man.
But no, some people saying it's the best I've ever seen me and stuff. So,
Great to fucking say. And you've been saying yourself this new tour, and I don't think I've seen much of this hour. Because this year, me and you have
you've seen very little of it.
me and you have not really gigged together
like
this
last
year.
night in or Sunday night in Newcastle, a lot of Geordies in
Yeah.
who watched the show. I never knew that. What?
Newcastle's a place I get recognised when I'm there.
Yeah, and
That's
they were
weird.
in and they were like, that show's great. We really liked the material and it was really good. So, no, look, the new show's fucking really. I have a lot of fucking thing for the next show.
Yeah. What's your next one? On the Tools 3?
No, on the tools is that's it.
That's it.
1 and 2. There will be shows with stories about being on the tools, but you can't go any further than on the Tools 2. Like.
Yeah. No, on the Tools 3.
Fucking
Before the Tools, a prequel.
a prequel.
Yeah.
You could do that. But, no. The next,
You should, if you do one about growing up,
the next,
please call it Before the Tools.
the next one is...
Pre-tool.
Yeah.
the next show's in the bag and all.
Good man. Have you got it written or you just know what the
It's
idea
written.
is? Yeah.
And it's booked. And it's getting announced.
So me and you write very different ways, whereas you know what the stories are and you'll write them, whereas throughout the year, I'll constantly take stuff
And
in
I'm
and take
definitely
it
going
out.
to do it the way I done it this year again.
Which was
Which was tour the publics out of it. before I go to the big show.
100%.
Um,
Because the last year was you blew up first, so the big show gets announced first, and then the tour comes. But it is better to get that stage time. You fucking polish the fuck out of it. You know what's best,
yeah.
and then you do
And
it. The big
listen to
stage.
fans and all, like, it's just fucking great.
Yeah,
Just fucking great. Like,
it's great. I mean, it's fucking good to see.
No, it is. And I'm really appreciative of it. I had a real humble I got fucking emotional.
Did you?
Which you don't
Yeah.
normally see me getting emotional. I got
did.
fucking emotional on stage.
Gay bastard.
It was like, there's only one guy sitting here. And it's not me. No, but I
got
was,
stand ovation and all, Willie.
I know it's unreal. Like
Yeah, so-
I've heard the show was great. I will be at the next one.
Yeah.
Apologies, I wasn't at this one,
get a
but
ticket because it's sold out.
no, I know people. I'll get
Do
in.
you?
Yeah, I know.
You'll get
people.
in, no
Yeah,
problem.
yeah,
He's
got
I'll
a
get
man.
in. Sweet.
We're actually talking about maybe having that as the comedian's Christmas night out.
Oh, you're one.
Was
Yeah.
mentioned.
Very good. I'll be hammered at that there.
So it's an idea, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. Are you excited? Are you buzzing again to do the second one, or are you apprehensive at all?
And just, it's like, how do you top the first one?
Yeah.
But in the same sense, you know, I just hope my throat's okay.
I.
Because I've a fucking full weekend of
You're in here
fucking
like Shane
gigs
McGowan
again.
today. Like you're
If you want
fucked.
to hear me on Sunday trying to do a show, like I was announcing myself on the side and I was like, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. And then I went on and was like, fucking this here. I couldn't go above
Like
a
a
certain
character from Star Wars.
Yeah.
I couldn't go above a certain level, like
Yeah.
so it was fucking
You need to fucking take care of your
break.
throat, man.
need a break.
Yeah, you do. But also, if you're on the road, take care of your fucking throat. Drink some honey and tea.
Trust me, I was drinking loads of them.
You
And
necking it?
strepsils and fucking everything. Like it was just
Yeah.
like I do drink honey and tea quite a bit, like and lemon, to be honest.
But that's it. This time of year, everyone notices. Like, why is everyone
I
looking
did
tired?
whenever-
This is our
whenever-
rough time of year.
Whenever I was younger, I did have nodules in my vocal cords, and I had to do speech therapy, so that's why I stopped speaking like somebody from Sherna Road.
How long were you in speech therapy for?
4 years. Until, because it was either that or get them lasered off, but if they laser off your vocal cords, you may end up with a wee squeaky voice.
Sound like out there.
Or the wee thing.
Oh, the fucking.
Just look at me,
Maybe not. I'm like, no.
That's a gimmick, like, but
Yeah.
trust me, if I ended up with that, like, I would end up in BBC One, no problem.
Oh, 100%. 100%. You'd be up there with me. You'd be the new no voice guy. But I remember I was in speech. It's why I speak like I do. I was in speech therapy for years.
Where did you go? Ulster
No.
says no. Ulster says no, like, speech therapy.
Say thing, you imposter. Where is it? Hollywood. I'm thinking Hollywood Arches. Although I may just be thinking that because that's my GP now. I genuinely can't remember where it was. I just remember being in the
I used to have to go to the
class.
Royal.
Did you?
Yeah, and it was at the front of the children's, like a wee side room, and you could see it on the Falls Road.
How old were you when you had to do it?
I think I started going when I was 10,
Aye.
9 or 10, and then didn't stop until I was like second year.
I think I went from about P1 till about first year. Do you know what I mean? What?
It's a long time, Wilbert.
This is why I can't really remember where it was. I had such a plethora of appointments. Because I had speech therapy, occupational therapy, physiotherapy, stuff for my epilepsy. I was consistently in and out of like different.
Can you explain that
hospital
first word? Because a lot of people wouldn't understand it.
plethora. So
Plethora.
it mean, is it? Because I say plethora.
Plethora.
I have always said plethora.
Went to speech therapy, don't even know how to fucking say the big
He
words.
didn't do enough.
Yeah, but it means a wide variety, a big
I think
selection.
he knows what it is, and I knew what it was, but
Well, you wanted me to explain it?
because I didn't know what word you were talking about there.
Plethora. I'm saying it my way. I like it, but I did a lot of hospital appointments, so I can never really decipher what one was. Where
I had
a
a
single one
24
was.
pack of appointments.
Literally, like if I had a
That's
big,
a working class way of saying that.
I had a big selection box of appointments since we're being all Christmassy. Big
Do
selection
you
box.
remember the selection box? I don't know if you remember them. Do you remember the ones that was the shape of a stocking and had a net over the top of them? No?
Yes,
Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
What was that?
I do remember once we got
Fucking all the usual stuff,
Oh.
like Mars bars and fucking Maltesers and stuff, but everything was
Yeah, they got
fucking
them in
huge.
curlies.
It was fucking huge, like,
I don't think I remember that one.
oh,
What's your?
before, like,
I see they're taking bounties out of celebrations.
they're not, that's balls.
I'm not happy with
That's
it.
fake news.
I know, but I'm not happy.
Big
with it.
market.
Even
It's
the
fake
idea.
news.
It's they did it in like one certain area, didn't they?
That didn't land there at all.
I didn't hear you at all.
I says that was flake news.
Oh, I didn't even hear you. I completely went over my head as I was so angry about the bounties. But they did it in one certain area, and then everyone took that and ran with it.
There's that much complaints that they've twirled around the decision.
There was a bounty on their head.
Boo.
A few people got their
leave.
Snickers in a twist over it.
Oh, those jokes are wee buttons. But anyway, I'd be like, if you're going to get rid of one, get rid of the fucking Mars. That's ratting.
There's nothing. Listen, a Mars bar is a very underrated bar chocolate.
Oh,
It's
It really is.
It's
But,
Mars.
basic bitch.
but you wouldn't lift it straight away.
No.
But when you have an old Mars bar, the Mars bars used to be that big, right? My ma used to keep a Mars bar in the fridge, and she used to open it and cut it in four, and she used to get a bit, and my two sisters got a bit, and I got a bit. My dad didn't get a bit because he was never in the house, and but I remember like it was fucking rock hard coming from the fridge,
Aye.
and you would have it with your tea, and you would bite off the nugget at the bottom, and then leave the chocolate and the caramel. It was that hard. You could put it in the tea and drink, and it would melt into your mouth. It was fucking great.
Oh, it sounds fucking pogging.
I hate cold chocolate or chocolate's been in the
I don't
fridge.
understand why people keep it in the fridge. I've never understood
Far
that.
nicer.
See,
It's not. It's so bad for your teeth.
I had a fucking nightmare on Sunday night. No, because we were away, and we were down in Cork, and the Emmons had been like every night, not mad drinking, but they had been able to have a
Scared of people listening to this show.
Thinking he's drinking.
He hasn't told the truth. He was out till fucking 5 in the morning. I can't.
No,
Went out
but,
touring in Cork. 5 in the morning.
but I was
Blank.
doing all the driving, so I couldn't drink in any of the bars. And the Emmons, we're only having a couple, but still, I was
Enough
still
to melt your head.
Yes. And when we were heading home, they were going, well, we'll try
Stop
and
for
get
a
Jake
piss?
hired. I was going, no, just leave it. You know, we'll be all night trying to find somewhere and whatever. I'll call into the shop and I'll get a bar of chocolate and a tin of juice. I'll sit there. And when we got back to the place, I was fucking racked. Because we were staying 40 minutes outside of Cork as well. And
The other way or towards Dublin?
no, the other way. Kinsale. Like, outside of Kinsale even.
Why did you fucking pick that?
Because Cork is fucking dear as fuck. But anyway, had a boost
Right,
bar.
how
and-
much did you fucking spend for the 40 minutes?
I know, but it was ridiculous.
Why does it cost more to come your way? Can you, like, is there a toll? Fair enough.
No, what he's saying is the accommodation they got was in Kinsale. Now,
Right.
Kinsale,
Put it this way.
that would be like gigging in Belfast
And staying
in
in Ballybridge.
Ballycastle.
Right. Right.
So you'd have to finish your gig and drive to Ballycastle.
I've done worse.
But here's the
It's
difference.
still paying the home.
The Airbnb we got in Kinsale was like £230 for 2 nights, whereas like the closest hotel was like 450 quid or something.
How many was there?
There were 6 of us.
Say it was 400 quid divided by the fucking 6 of us.
Much would that be, Paddy?
You tell me.
But it was cheaper for us to do that, so we just done that. But anyway, had a fucking bar of chocolate
How much did you spend in diesel?
over the whole thing, or
No,
just
just
going out
going
to
to
Kinsale
Kinsale.
and back. Not that much. Maybe like we had 2 cars as well, so it maybe cost us.
Another
I know
100
an
quid.
extra 40
100
quid.
100 quid.
No, it wouldn't have been 100.
Easy.
Quid. No,
Easy.
I didn't even put 100 quid in going down and back from Dublin.
What do you drive, a hybrid?
No, well the cars are dead. I wasn't driving your fucking black taxi.
Don't know, like, I think it would have been better just staying in Cork.
Yeah, I think so too.
Don't know. Well, we done that. It was nice.
Well, it's done now. It's done now.
It was
but-
nice.
Yeah.
But anyway, I had a fucking bar of
But
chocolate.
why didn't you stay this side towards Dublin then when you're driving home?
It's the most
my point.
expensive bar of chocolate of your fucking life,
Were
apparently.
you like out and then back and then about and then back again?
Yeah. And then back. There was a
Harry
wee
didn't-
beach beside it as well. It was fucking lovely.
Harry didn't. I've actually a friend that lives in Kinsale has wooden huts.
Could have stayed in it.
Why does he
Had a
have
bar of
wooden
chocolate
huts?
anyway.
They're Airbnb.
Right, okay. I thought you just meant he had a shed out the back.
He guitarist as well. He would have looked after us. He was in big bands, big bands. Saxon musician as well.
Fuck's sake. Or was it, wait there, does he have a wee, I think I know where you're on about. Or was a place called, is he called Joseph?
No, it's called Dave.
No, I don't know.
And you
Had
would know he's a musician. He looks like one.
Yeah.
A big fucking
He's long,
Beard.
long grey. No beard. He's long grey hair.
Jeans
and,
all
like,
the time.
Leather straps all on his things. Big earrings and all. But
More
he,
of the fucking story. They threw the bar of chocolate to me while we were sitting on the sofa, listening to music, and
it melted.
nobody told me. And I was like, "Where's that fucking bar of booze?" Because they had tins of Guinness, and I was going, "Oh, where's my fucking chocolate?" And they were like, "I threw it to you." It was flat as a fucking pancake, and I was like, "Fuck sake!" The
You know
one
what you
thing.
do there?
What?
Do you know what you do there?
Eat it.
What?
Put it in the freezer.
I did, and that's what I put it in the fucking freezer. Took it out again. It was
How
late
long? How long do you put it in for?
about 20 minutes.
That's where your mistake was. 5 minutes would have got it where you could just lift it out,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't be that frozen that you could eat it.
Yeah. I'll know for next time. Next time I fucking sit on the
Next
bar
time you
chocolate.
spend way too much money to stay somewhere and you get a flat bar of chocolate, you'll know. You'll
Yeah.
know how to fix the chocolate at least. I was gonna say, see a Mars bar though, the only time I enjoy it, a wee bit warm. A wee bit warm. Put it in the microwave for
deep-
like 30 seconds.
Put it down your bags for a wee minute.
Deep fried one.
Oh, there's something else.
I've
Like,
never had that.
It's great.
never had it.
I'd
We
love
deep
to
fried Mars bar, tiny wee bit of ice cream with it.
Oh, the warm and the cold.
With ice cream as well.
Yeah, like not too much. It's like a wee scoop. Wee scoop.
But here, is there batter on it or is
Yeah,
it just
yeah,
yeah.
it's battered. It's
Yeah.
battered, and it's totally. It's you would go. That sounds disgusting. Your man round the corner used to do Sylvester's chippy, and we could have brought anything in because I remember bringing fucking cream eggs and fucking all different chocolates. in.
Oh, that would be some fucking different gravy. A cream egg.
And
Oh.
he used to do all them different ones. I don't like cream eggs.
What?
No,
They're my favourite.
I like a galaxy egg.
Galaxy's
Go with
good.
the caramel.
No.
I'm not a big caramel guy.
Do you ever see they do Rolo ones and that's bogging?
What?
The Rolo fucking eggs? No, it's
I've
like
never tasted it.
it's all just caramel in the middle. It's just too fucking.
The Rolo chocolate milkshake's good.
Yeah, the Kinder egg is a good chocolate egg. The toy egg doesn't taste that nice, but the chocolate itself, fucking
Yeah.
delicious. Kinder's the best. That is the best chocolate.
There's
Hands
a
down.
whole thing about it at the minute where they're saying there's fucking maggots in it.
I'd still eat it. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, that's Betty banana.
Yeah, that's spatty bolliganess.
Spatty bollocks. Spatty bollocks.
Well, that's what this is being called. Spatty bolliganess.
Spatty spalliganes.
Definitely, all three of us need fucking speech therapy.
2 people with speech therapy and the fucking can't even fucking
Spatty bolliganess is
can't even-
delicious.
We can't even spank proper English.
So you've been touring. Is that all you've got up to? Just flat out
fucking flat out. Just
on the road again.
just non-stop.
I've
and
just
then-
been losing my mind watching the World Cup. Loving it.
Keeps going. I've literally seen part of the England game. I haven't got the same excitement. for
Something
this.
weird about it in there.
I don't have
It's a
the
little
same
bit off.
excitement.
I feel
Half
watching
empty
it.
stadiums and all.
The crowd. That's really put. It's like watching
yeah.
pandemic football almost.
Or like, no, when you watch like, not the knock it, but like the women's World Cup or whatever, and
Or
it's
if you
like-
support Man City,
Yeah.
or that, yeah.
yes.
And you're just like, or like the Olympics, no winter something on, and it's just like people sort of half give a shit about
Aye,
it.
the pole vault's on, and you're like, fuck it, I'll watch it, like, but I don't care.
Remember when the World Championship boxing competition was on in the SSE? I was down watching it. Was on during the day. The fucking place was empty.
Yeah.
But I was like, fuck me, they are brilliant because like I've seen like people who's been on to be world champions at that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But it takes you out of watching it because even when something mad happens, there's like, in the crowd. The whole electricity of the atmosphere isn't in it. And also, personally, I'm like, I shouldn't be watching it because I don't agree with where it is and how they, they do things. But
What do
also,
you not
like,
agree about with Emmons?
well, the human rights abuses, they shouldn't have got it. They didn't have the stadiums when they won the bid, and the stadiums have been built off the back of migrant workers literally being cooked alive while fucking working on it. I don't agree with how they treat gay people. I don't agree with how they treat women. And they don't even like a fucking pint, which is the worst of all. I don't agree with basically every aspect of their society. Now, I'm not saying they should change that because I don't like it, but should we take a big sporting aspect of our work?
What are they? What I genuinely don't even know this, and I'm normally pretty good with geography.
Yeah.
Where is Qatar?
Qatar's just like a peninsula off Saudi Arabia.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So it's in that.
Gulf Stream.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's in that area that has a lot of oil money.
Right.
Do you know why Saudi Arabia is fucking loaded?
Yeah.
Qatar's up there with it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's one of those.
So are they an Arab-based country then?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So it's
Are they Arab or they Muslim?
Well,
A bit of both.
both.
yeah.
Right. Islam.
Yeah.
What do they run the country with? But I
But
don't know.
What's the ruling religion?
Yes. Is it Islam?
I assume it's. I think it's some form of Islam.
Yeah.
I should know this and I don't.
Don't know. Let me see.
But
I think they're. It's because what is it? Is it Iran is Shia Muslim and Saudi Arabia are Sunni Muslim, and I think they're pretty cozy with Saudi Arabia. So I guess it's
they're very
Sunni.
similar to Saudi Arabia. Again, I don't know before anyone fucking jumps down my throat in the comments. I just know the background to how they got the World Cup.
Qatar is an Islamic state
Yeah.
with multi-religious minorities, like most of the Persian Gulf countries, with waves of migration over 30 years. So, aye.
But if we're looking at, like, I know it's different from criticizing the entire states, the way they're run. But I think with the tournament alone, how they got it, how they built the stadiums, the rules they've put on people there, it shouldn't be there. But it's there now, so you can't complain. But you do feel a little bit of like, I shouldn't be watching this.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be watching Morgan Freeman fucking doing the opening ceremony.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Graham Souness, like, turned around, and him of all people, like, was.
He only done that because
Did you see that?
he's only done that because he slobbered about James McLean and told him to get on with it. He's trying to pull back.
But
Roy
Well,
Keane.
like,
I loved
he-
Roy Keane on that.
yeah, he says.
Shouldn't
Like,
fucking be
we're-
here.
He said that, and then
Roy
he
Keane
says,
says
"Well,
they all
listen,
shouldn't be
we're
there.
not."
No, he said that the World Cup shouldn't be here. And then he went through every aspect he doesn't like. He's like, I know what we like football, we like the game, but shouldn't fucking be here. It's a disgrace that
I
it's here.
thought it was dead flaky of all the countries not to wear the armbands.
Oh, yeah. They were all like, oh, we'll do it. We'll wear these armbands. You'll get a yellow card. Not doing that.
fucker. And it wasn't even. I thought it. See, and I thought it was like the whole team will get a yellow card.
Nah, it's whoever
It
wears it.
was. It was the fucking captain.
Yeah, we'll get a yellow card.
And you're like, what the fuck?
Although if you
can't
look at
rest
that
one
from
yellow card.
if you're going from a strictly footballing perspective, you don't want one of your best players starting on a fucking yellow.
But I mean, fuck me. Like,
Especially
I'm being devil's advocate.
Harry Kane would have been suspended then because of his card ratio leading up to it.
Did he already have
Something like that, so
Did
he
he?
would have missed the match.
Right. But then, yeah. But then again, there's your interest going between like football and actually giving a fuck about the thing you want to wear the armband
look at
for.
that in like 20 years. You know what I mean? If they had have like, showed like a graphic, you know, in the first minute or the first second as it's kicking off to show a graphic and it shows you the teams and it shows you Harry Kane with a yellow card.
Yeah.
Do you
would have been one of
be
them
loving the
images.
fucking World Cup in Qatar? Yeah?
Oh, either would, 100%. I'm surprised Ian Paisley Jr.'s not there on a fucking
Probably is.
on a business trip.
It's the Persian Gulf, so it is a Gulf. I thought it was a Gulf.
Shout out, fair fucking play to the Iran team. Didn't sing the national anthem. And solidarity with
and
it.
had IRA in their tops.
Did you see the
I saw
change?
Jerry Adams shared that.
See the change, the abbreviation,
The IRN
the IRN instead of IRA.
instead of England versus the IRA.
Yeah.
And then England team's fucking mostly Irish, for fuck's sake.
I hear there's a Rice.
Rice,
Grealish.
Grealish, Kane,
Kane Irish?
all Irish.
Didn't know that.
Yeah,
It's different from the 90s when the Irish team was all
well,
English.
fucking English, you know.
There you go, it's fucking swap around. It's annoying when your best players are getting fucking taken then, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think how we fucking feel. But yeah, that being said, I have been watching it. Some games have been good. Other games, I'm like, this
I've
is
been
90
dribbled
minutes. I'll
today,
knock
like.
it fucking back. Did you see the Holland game?
Aye.
Boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Nothing happened for 90 minutes, and then they scored in the end. Boring as shit.
I remember Russia, where like every game was like fucking 0-0, because there was that like
That's right.
thing where there was like wild cards or something where you could like
You could get
actually-
in if you were third place
Third.
sometimes.
So everybody was just like, well, let's just not lose.
Yeah, I tend to find the Euros are a better competition because you get the smaller teams who don't get onto the world stage as much, and they just go balls to the wall. I love watching the games between the two teams that no one thinks is going to get in because they just go fuck it, hammer and fucking
Saudi
tongs.
Arabia were fucking unreal today.
Oh, they were brilliant. Both the second goal,
Yeah.
fucking it on
But
this.
even their game plan, like they just like their first team, you know, you saw like playing.
You're
a
just
big
reading
team.
invoices mid podcast.
They had a game plan and they
You're
just
just
fucking.
speaking about a game that I didn't watch.
Sorry.
So it's going
You
to
just went into a game that I didn't watch. I've already explained. I seen some of the England game. That was it.
I wasn't on your tour, and I let you speak about that. Let me watch a wee game.
But you were interested in that.
And
I've
you're not.
already said I'm not
You're,
interested.
you
in
didn't
this
say you
World
weren't
Cup.
interested.
I says I'm not that interested in this World
said
Cup.
you haven't watched
I haven't
it?
got the same hype. Yeah, doesn't have the same thing for
You're
me.
not watching it at all. Are you done with it, or if it's on, you'll watch it?
I'm not protesting,
Aye.
but there's nobody really interested in me to watch it. Like,
Here, I have to bring something up.
you what?
I have to bring something up.
Right?
See, on the way back up from court, we put on the episode of Shane's with Fuse too.
Aye.
The school around the corner one,
Yeah.
right? And the debate at the end about Spuds, right? So what was your argument to him? That he couldn't say that he doesn't like Spuds.
Yeah. Because I eat crisps.
Yeah. So yeah, you eat crisps,
I eat crisps, so I can't therefore say I
Or
don't like
chips?
spuds.
Eats chips.
Skinny chips, we've been through this.
Eats chips.
Right?
Skinny
Doesn't
chips.
matter. It's
No,
chips.
no,
Then you
no,
said-
it does matter.
That's like saying that you eat salmon but you don't like fish,
Yep.
right? But you can't say you don't like fish.
Right.
Last week I said you, I said
Not a
something
big
about
fish eater.
fish, and I says, "Do you like fish?" And you said, "No, I don't like fish." And he says, "But I'd eat something from the chippy.
Right?
I'd eat a fish from the chippy." So
Didn't
you
say-
do like
I
fish?
says I don't. I didn't say I don't like fish. I says I'm not a
Bring
big
it up.
fish eater.
Listen to him backpedal now.
Have you got it recorded?
I'll get it up.
Have you got it recorded?
Yeah, and seeing the edit for
Listen
this.
to it.
But-
Listen to it.
And the chips argument, because that's the one fucks me off, they have to be skinny. See if you come up with me a big chips, I'm going to eat them. It's the mush. Don't like a mush. It's stinking. Makes me rich. I'll eat a big spud in front of you and you'll see my reaction.
You like potatoes and you like fish.
I fucking do not. I fucking do not. And I'll die on that hill. I fucking hate potatoes. Stinking. Bogging. The texture's all crumbly. It makes me fucking whitey. I'll get all red in the face, literally, and like tears will come from my eyes. It's awful.
You've already talked about this.
I'm reiterating. Stinking.
You're what?
I'm reiterating. Stinking. That's all I'm saying.
Who?
Reiterating.
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 We had a rating. We had a rating.
Is it right? I know what I said. Now you're confusing me.
Go say it again.
Reiterating.
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 Reiterating. Reiterating.
Thanks for tuning in to Mudblood, guys. Just as we say things
What
wrong
is
for
that?
now.
Then? What is it?
Reiterating.
No, what time is it?
When you go, it's better than never feeling anything at all. So why wait? This is fate. We are one, don't hesitate. I feel electric when you go. I feel electric when